Okay, can you... There we go. Alright, my stream is up now. Hey guys, salutations, and welcome to, my Blender practice again. If you're watching this now or later, I do thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm not great at Blender, it's not something that I'm amazing at, but it is something I enjoy. And this is currently my homework at the moment. In case you didn't know from last time, I'm working on the first trap room from Saw, where it's basically the bathroom where they have to saw their legs off. Spoilers, but yeah. You know. We made some progress. I couldn't figure out what in the world this was supposed to be. I could not figure out... No, that's not what I want to do, sorry. Tab. View selected. I couldn't figure out what in the world this part was supposed to be, so I decided to just make it a wheel that someone might spin or something like that. I know it's not exactly the correct type of wheel, but, you know, decided to go big or go home. In all honesty, I could fix this, but, you know, I just don't really care too much. I mean, if anything, I might just do grab, and then bevel, and that's the most I'll do here. There we go. That works. Alright. Without further ado, let's get into modeling more of this. We have some pipes here. We have some pipes here that need to be made, so we'll work on that, I guess. Okay. Tab. Shift A. Also, if you like the music, it's in the description of the video where you can listen to this soundtrack. It isn't my music, it's just royalty-free. The actual thing is just lo-fi chill beats, 12 hours of DMCA free and copyright-free music. It's very nice. There's a lot of pipes in this room, so I kind of have to make sure that I'm doing this good. Alright, let's move the origin down. It's good. Yeah, so if we look close here, these pipes look thinner than the big one right there, so we're just gonna want to make sure that these are kind of thin. Yeah, looks good. It also looks like it's a bit more in front. So, G, X, no, Y. Oh, gotta swap it out from the origins. G, Y, forward. G. There we go. this face. And we don't really have to do much except for, thankfully, just bring this up. And right around here is where we actually have to do, like, something here, which is we're going to swap it off to here. Because this right here is where it bends, right? So, E. Rotate it. Make it negative 90. GX, no, GY. Actually, G, Z. Bring this down here. And then we're gonna shift grab this. And what we do here is we bridge new edge loops. We put in some, not twists, put in some of these right here. Perfect. Ooh, we don't exactly want looking like this, so we gotta, I think, fix the smoothness a bit. There we go. Yeah, because we don't want these lines kind of like going into each other. We don't want any of that, so we're just going to try and give it the most subtle curve. There. Doesn't need to be too detailed actually on this pipe. Okay. Because again, what our teacher wants is we want to basically be able to capture like this type of shot. So what I need is the components there. Doesn't have to be perfectly detailed, just has to match that. And then I need to get the lighting specific, which I'm sure I can easily do because it looks like there might be just maybe those 4 lights. There's definitely 4 like regular lights there. 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can't see. And then there's possibly like a stage light somewhere illuminating it ever so dimly. But E, follow this. I can't tell if that pipe also connects up, so I'm just going to, what we're going to do here is tab, shift D, along the x-axis. GX. SZ. Earn boink. Just make sure something here real quick. Because I made the origin, right, okay, because I made the origin right there, the movement, stuff like that shouldn't be affected on there, thankfully. Maybe even, oh wait, SZ. There we go. Yeah, because it's not like, it's, I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, but then there's a connector pipe right there, which kind of has the same thing as this. So what we're gonna do here, thankfully a lot of this stuff is just repeating like assets here, right? So once you get one pipe, you can kind of just do the rest the way you wanna, right? Honestly, I do want to check something here. Subdivision surface. No, that's unnecessary. That is unnecessary. Don't exactly need that. Okay. But yeah, make sure you have a beverage while we do this.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay, so if we look over here, okay, so same type of tile. What I want to do now is shift, grab, shift A, mesh, cube. This right here will be our toilet, our turlet. Turlet blocked out. Then over here, here. Let's see here. YouTube is kind of quiet tonight, but that's fine. Usually not expecting too much to happen. GX. Move you along here, little buddy. Because we're going to need you as our measuring tool for blocking out this area right here. Although I guess, technically, if I wanted to, I could just make a boolean here. But that's gonna... You know what? I gotta hide this then. Don't I? Yeah. I'd have to hide my tile wall. Or no, it has to kind of... Because the tile here does work with that. God, alright. In a situation like this, it's kind of hard to block out a scene here. Just because there's minimal detail. When there's a lot of detail for me, I find it's easy to actually, like, block stuff out. But here... okay, so... Realistically... you know what? Another thing I noticed... no, that's actually probably the right height there. So... Tab, Shift R. Tab, Control R. Just think here. I wanna be right about here. Right about here works. Yeah. Think so. We're just gonna have to trust this, aren't we? Yeah. Just gonna have to trust the process on that part. Let's just use our guy here real quick. Buddy, old pal, old friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, alright, that's about tub-shaped. Alright, yeah. That would work. Let me just make sure real quick, hold on. Buddy, I need you to rotate for me real quick. No. Rotate on the Control Z. Rotate on the Y-axis. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, what are you doing? I said rotate. You know, sometimes you just need a friend who's willing to rotate for you. That sounds wrong. That sounds so wrong. Yeah, okay, yeah, that could fit a person, so that works. That does work there. However, for the height here, this one is a bit higher. Yeah, because I think I'm looking at it perspective-wise, and perspective-wise, gotta make sure. R, Y, U. Oh god, he's spinning. He's spinning. He's out of control. Control Z. Alright, we gotta be responsible about this, I guess. 90. Bam. There's no soul in those eyes of his. See, look at this man. He's hollow. There you go. Oh, I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, we've got this kind of locked out here. There we go. That would work. Okay, so let's see here. First, let's save here real quick. Or actually, no. Let's go back. And then let's save. Now that we've saved, let's... Oh, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go to Kansas no more. Oh, Dorothy, please. Dorothy, please. Okay, so now what we want to do here as well is apply. My cat was alerted to something curious. How do I want to do this? Ah, that would work. Excellent, excellent. So now if I do this, I can just go, whip, grab all these, grab some of these, maybe one or two of these, and before we know it, we have that cube. We are goated. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a god. Alright, and now with that, we can X, faces, just to get rid of those. Hey, what are you doing here? What do you think you're doing here? What gives you the gall? Alright. Oh, I see. Take care of that. Alright, did that fix it, or did I just destroy it? Let's see here. Ooh, looks like I destroyed part. No, I didn't. I'm good. I'm amazing. Awesome. Clever like a fox. I know there's a better way to check these things, but honestly, again, I'm just more comfortable with this. I love seeing those things on YouTube, though. I don't know if you guys have seen them before, but maybe it's just because I like Blender a lot. But those things on Blender or on YouTube where it's like, how to do this in Blender, how noobs do it, how pros do it, and I'm like, honestly, either way works. Like, there are some where it's like, definitely, yes, learn this method. By God, please learn this method, because holy crap, it'll save you so much time. But for things that, like, what I'm doing right now, it's just, it works. If it works, it works. And honestly, it's gonna be that way sometimes. What the fuck is this line right here? What in the hell? Oh, I think I know what it is. Gosh darn it. Oh well, no, that's fine. That is completely fine. It will sometimes be like this. Grab that as well. G, And then I believe, yeah, x-axis. Move it over to here. Here. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I see the issue here. This is why we don't extrude. Because like a fool I was. There we go, that kind of helps. And now GX. Doesn't need to be within the micron, but we like to have it be somewhat exact here. Here at Me Corporations, we like to know what we're doing. Here at mydivineego.com, we like to know exactly how things are supposed to be. There we go. Awesome. Let me just make sure this is right. Oh no, that's perfect. That is perfect right there. Holy crap, I'm amazing. Now what we are gonna do here, so, alright, remember how I said that we could use a boolean here and we didn't have to though? I lied, we're going to use one here. For a good reason though, there's a good reason to use one here. Who texted me? Yeah, it's fair. First, we're gonna take a drink. Alright, then we're going to do this here. Why is there an extra dark line here? Oh, well, I guess it's just kind of that way all around, huh? Alright, well... Boom, baby. We are go to... you gotta be kidding me. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Alright, so now that we have that, tab, shift A, mesh, we're going to turn this into a cube. We're going to get this at the right angle here. See, that's why we kind of want it to be matching up there. We don't have mishaps like that. However, it doesn't need to be a perfect size here because GZ, bring this up right here. This music is very soothing. Alright, so we're gonna move the origin down as well. Because I'm a freak like that. There we go. Oh, I see. There we go. Have that like that, and then we unclick Origins, Tab S. Alright, and now that we have it to fill this area right here, GZ, bring this up a bit. Ooh, not what I wanted. GZ. The hell? Oh, I see. I see my mistake. Well, let me take a look at my reference image here real quick. You know, I realize, so we don't really have to do a Boolean here, actually, because there's a simpler solution. Boolean would be what I would do if I didn't have, like, this already extruded outward and stuff like that. So what we're going to do here, actually, is delete this face. There we go. Warm. Don't exactly need to do that, but... And I won't. Not what I wanted to do. Wanted to grab this, and this, and this it can actually be customized in preferences. If you grab two lines, press F, and then grab this edge right here, you can... Why isn't it working? Well, darn. You know what? I thought I was smart. I thought I was cool. Turns out I'm not. I guess it has to be more of a straight line kind of thing here. F. Because usually with that, there's like a tool and preferences you can edit to basically do that. Also, my cat is on my chest right now. This is great. Lilith, you're getting in the way of me doing work. Oh god, this is like when I was in high school. This cat wasn't with me since high school. Context for my pet. I have a pet cat. Her name is Lilith. I got her in October of 2020. And she is quite the handful. She likes to get in the way of a lot of things. She'll either be an asshole to me or she will just be the sweetest little pumpkin ever. Yeah, she's just a short hair black cat. She's very nice. But because she hasn't been getting enough attention today, apparently, she has decided to take it upon herself to step in between me and my keyboard and is just looking at me demanding that I pet her. Like an asshole. I guess to be fair, I have been a little busy today, so I do apologize, my cat. I do apologize to her. I have not been doing my job of making sure that she feels like she's getting attention. Oh, there you go. I made the mistake of petting her, now she's assigned to lay against my keyboard. But it's fine. If I lay back a little, she might lay on my stomach and I can do this. Okay. Now that we have this kind of blocked out, I think what we can do here is... shift. Click right here. Shift A. No, wait, hold on. We can't Shift A yet, so if you Shift A while tabbed into edit mode here, it makes the object that you add part of room wall, which we don't want. We want our new thing to be its own thing here. So here we go. We tab out of edit mode. Shift A. And we should probably start naming some of these meshes that we have in our scene here. For instance, our main cube, or this cube right here. Toilet. I mean, it is going to be a toilet. This right here. Tub. Like, again, it doesn't have to be, like, some of them can be more complex. Like, for instance, this roof to floor pipe. This one right here, floor to wall pipe. These two right here are going to be the same kind of thing, so we're just going to name them accordingly. Floor to off-screen pipe 1. And we're going to Control C this, because this one is also going to be 2. There we go. We have most of our place there, room walls, tile, toilet. We have a little piece of wall hidden here just because that I'm going to use for like everything here. I'm just going to mass duplicate that for like the walls here, the walls here, the walls here, just everywhere. That way we don't have to like recreate everything. Just kind of simplify it for myself, you know? That's all I want. All I really need is to simplify things for me. Sorry, it's been such a long day. Woe is me. No, it has not, actually. It's been a fairly easy day. Just mentally, I'm out of spoons. sometimes in life you have, let's call your mental points spoons, right? Let's say you're in Alakazam, and you have a certain amount of spoons that you can use. Well, that's cool. After a long rest or being healed, you get more spoons. Not more spoons, but the amount of spoons you have replenish. Depending on how much mental activity you do and how much a certain mental activity cost. Sorry, I had to take a sip. You use a certain amount of spoons per activity. Now, depending on certain things, your amount of spoons might not be the same they were the next day. You might have less spoons because you spent more spoons than you should have, and you went into spoon debt. I right now am in a state that I'd like to call spoon debt. It's entirely made by me. There's not like, it's not terrible. I can easily get out of it. But spoon debt is also caused by the fact that I am just trying to push things out. When really, it's hard to do that right now. Hide that. What I'm getting at is, make sure that you account for how many spoons you have. Because I've stolen yours. You're never getting them back. I went to your house and I stole your silverware. I am the goblin that's stealing your silverware. How's it feel, nerd? Get wrecked. Z, bring this down here. Let me look at another. So the good thing is right now I'm looking at this this website right here, which is called Film Grab, right? And this is helping me see like things from other angles just to make sure that I can figure out what they are, thankfully. So right now, trying to get a good look at. Okay, now we don't need to look at the doctor there. Okay. I didn't see a urinal there before. We don't need to worry about Mr. Gordon. There we go. Okay, so pause here. We get a good look at these pipes now. And we see that I fucked up a little. Alright, well, that's fine. That is fine. Again, some of these details my teacher will not be seeing, so we're good on that end. But we should try to, like, maybe get this pipe bent in the correct way. Because unfortunately, I have... what's it called? Integrity. I unfortunately have integrity. Not something we want to have sometimes, but, you know, it's a good thing to have. SY. GY. Bring this back here a little. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. It's in a book with a reading rainbow. There we go. You know, there's also a thing of just that with this, you know, there's plenty of things where it's like we're not trying to recreate the entire movie scene like from every angle. In this class, I'm trying to get this specific shot. So in reality, I don't have to worry too much about some of these things here. So like for instance, right here, should be... Alright, it's a bit lower to the ground, so here. Well, it doesn't need to be that zoomed in. I would say that the shot is kind of like this, in a way. So with that in mind, maybe tilt it a bit this way. There we go, perfect. So with that in mind, G, X, no, Y. Move this down this way, right here. There we go. Shift A. Cube. I added a cube. Sometimes we add cubes. Honestly, actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a cube just because of the shadow there, but in reality, it's more than likely a spout, unfortunately, so cube isn't actually going to do good, but we're just going to delete that because that's a smaller detail we're going to have to work in. Let's see here. One thing we do need to add, though, is the lights. Go Shift A, cube, S, scale that down. The lights are probably higher than they appear to be. So like let's bring back Mr. Man real quick. Mr. Man is standing up there. It's probably going to be right around here. Right, so Shift D, X, bring it over to here. Perfect. And then Shift D, bring it along the Y-axis here. There we go. Because these right here are going to be our lights. Kind of need our light points to be pretty good, pretty even. All right. Let's get to it. Oh, not what I want to do. Wait, what the hell? Alright, so what I just did there is I decided to merge these cubes together. For they're my lights. And they don't really need to be too different from each other. Sorry for yawning a lot. I'm just a little tired, a little sleepy. Just a little sleepy out there. That's nothing to worry about. Shift D. I'm not trying to get this exact. I'm just gonna do this. G, X, Y. Oh my god. My Blender crashed. I am so sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second to open up Blender. Hopefully the autosave saved me. File. Cover. Autosave. Thank God. Wow, that worked well. Very well. Three, grab, G, Z. Oh wait, why am I still having it be magnetic? G, Z. Listen, I don't know why I'm so precise with this, or why I'm trying to be so precise with this. My teacher, thankfully, isn't going to look too close at this. I don't need to make it this precise. But for some reason, I want to make things perfect. Maybe it's because I want to get a good grade in this, even though the grade doesn't matter too much. Maybe it's because I enjoy the class. Who knows? All I can realistically say is that, at the end of the day, I want to be able to say that I did my best. I want to be able to confidently say I tried my hardest to do this. But I also want that to be correct. I want to not only say that, but also be able to say without a shadow of a doubt that that is true. I don't think perfectionism is necessarily bad. I do, however, think that it can make you blind to the good in what you're doing. Sorry if I'm getting philosophical. Hey. But you know what? That's fine. GZ, bring this up here. There we go. Okay, so honestly, let's just start putting in the work on this. G, Z, or GY, sorry. Alright, so tile wall floor, we're going to be adding arrays out of his house. Generate array. Hey, that's not what we want. We want to be able to increase this a little. Okay. We don't need to shrink this actually. Or actually we could, because... yeah, you know what? Yeah. Fuck it. Easier to do this anyways. Bam. Then we add another array. Except it's going in the X factor, so we're gonna... oop. Sorry. Realize I might have been sounding quiet there for a moment. So we don't need to keep copying in the X factor, so we're actually gonna turn the X factor to 0. And instead we're gonna make it 1 on the Y, or 1 on the Z, negative 1 on the Z, because we want it to go down. -1. And now we zoom out a little bit, and we're going to... There we go. 20 down. GZ. Honestly, I'm probably going to be deleting the walls anyway, so I don't really need to worry too much about this. But we're going to, just in case. Alrighty, and now we just start adding arrays. Yep, just copy an X factor, go out a little bit. Go, and then we add another array, not in the X this time though, as I've mentioned. We're gonna go in the Y, we don't need to go in the Z. 0, tab 1, leave... Why isn't that working? Huh? Why is it going that direction? Oh, it's going off the local one. Okay, I see what the issue is here. So I guess 0, and I guess we will be going in the Z-axis. Negative Z-axis. There we go, perfect. And then honestly, I think what I could do here is... I want to see if a mirror modifier would work on this. Ah, damn. Oh, wait a second, though. Idea. If I apply these, right? So, let's see here. This is a great experiment. Kids, try this at home. Order into geometry. Perfect! I am amazing! Look at me. Look at how amazing I am, folks. Oh, I'm realizing how dumb I am now. So I realized the thing that I could have done here with the tiles that were in the space is that I could just push these backwards. I could have just grabbed them and pushed them back instead of deleting them in order to make this. You know, you live and learn, honestly. You live and you learn. It's fine. It's not fine, guys, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine, I promise. You live and you learn, honestly. Alright. Remember, folks, you want to stay hydrated. Okay. So now we kind of want to... Hold on, I want to see something here. Well, yeah, but come on. Be nice about it. There we go. Okay, yeah. So one thing I did before is I also made like the texture for the walls already. I made it beige, and then this part right here I kind of treated like it was going to be the grout. So it works. Yeah. There we go. No, where is... That's the room wall. Alright, so... Okay, there we go. Magnus back on. View selected. No, I wanted. See. Alright, there we go. And then now, because of that, we can now do the array on this one as well. See, a lot of this, thankfully, like, I mean, what I could have done as well, which I'm kind of a dummy for not doing this, but, you know, I want to be able to use the modifiers, because that's kind of what last week, or this week's lesson is using certain modifiers like the array modifier to make an object instead of having to duplicate it over and over and over again in a sequence. Physics, which unfortunately the saw thing isn't really going to have me do too much physics in this one. However, so CGMA is the program that I'm using, right? Not the program that I'm using to model, but the program I'm using to learn Blender. This is not sponsored. Again, CGMA is not paying me to do this. I am paying out of my own pocket to learn Blender from CGMA. However, one thing is that at week 6 through week 8, I think, or 7 and 8, I believe, are our last weeks, which is I'm going to be modeling my own kind of thing. And I have a custom character, their name is Cheese, that I've been working on in Blender for a while, and I wanted to make them something which would be like a forge. So it was either going to be sci-fi or medieval forge, right? And yeah, this is kind of helping me learn the tools to do that. If you ever thought of like wanting to learn to 3D model, CGMA actually does a pretty good job. I will and would recommend them because it honestly is not good of a class. And the good thing is that they also do the thing of making sure their teachers are currently in the industry, not someone who's 20 years out of being in the industry and is just like, oh yeah, I remember back in this day, we're going to be doing art on these old tablets. And it's like, but that isn't being done now in the industry. It's like, well, it's good to learn it. No, you want to know the skills that are currently being taught, being used by people today. Okay, so with this right here, we've tiled a lot of this. Honestly, what we're gonna do here is, let me check and see. Okay, there's not, I don't think I'm gonna do the floor, let's be honest here. However, we're gonna get this wall here, and we're gonna do the pipe here, and we're gonna do the toilet, and that's when I'll call it done for the night. Because then we just have the smaller pipes, or if I feel like it, I will continue going. God, I'm a drink gremlin. I have like 3 different drinks at my table right now. One's for, but I have good reason for them. One is for hydration. One is for enjoyment, and the other one I just finished. And it's in a cup that I'm going to be throwing away.
Liftoff of Mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
My cat has the zoomies now, guys. Woe is me. Woe be upon me. Curse of Ra. Curse of Ra, man. Just be that way sometimes. Okay. So that matches up pretty well with what we need to do here. Turn off the magnet real quick. G, Y. Oh, in other news today, I went to get something that I've sought after oh so dearly. There is a graphics card out there that I've been wanting since I built my computer, because I built my computer. It has a 4070 in it, which is good, but could always be better. And the new graphics card was announced, the 5090. And unfortunately, that meant that the card that I wanted to get... What in the heck? I'm sorry, give me a moment. My cat is being a complete crackhead right now. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys, I'm back. My cat decided to launch off like a missile. This looks like crap, mate. Thank you. It is kind of. Again, it's not perfect, and in fact, I am still working on it. But, you know, thank you for coming out to say so. I hope you're having a good night, of the Dirk. Probably of the dark. I do have one, but thank you for saying so. No clue what that means, but, eh. I have no clue what those letters mean, but okay. Let's see here. Make an array. Cool. That's cool, buddy. 0, and then we're going to move this down to 1. And then we generate down. Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alrighty, and then we just move this over here. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Hello, Domino Makis. Or Demo Makis, my bad. I gotta put on my glasses real quick. Some asshole. Let's see here. Now I am. I just took them off because usually they slide off and they've gotten a little dusty because of my cat. Yeah, a little. He's no issue. Let's see here. I don't know if that's your address or something. I'm not from the Australia, but I'm gonna ask that you don't go doxing people. I didn't ban him, I timed him out. Okay, let's see here. Tab, Control R. Cause he was being mean. And you know, what do you do with kids when they're being rude? You time them out. Put them in timeout. Go, hey, sit in the corner. Think about what you did. Will he? I don't know, but, No, not take him out. Just, he's in timeout for now. That's all. I don't know how to remove a timeout thing from him, so he'll be back in a couple minutes is all. I also asked that there are no fights in this area. SX. SY. There we go. Not what we want to do there. Inset. Alright, and then we extrude downward. Yeah, so right now I'm just modeling the tub of this scene right here. It's a little hard to do here. Okay, let's see here. Good. The tiles are all good, kind of set. Set origin to geometry. There we go. Alright, now it's time for the toilet. I didn't think I'd be saying that today. Now it's time for toilet. Okay. So it is about G, Z, up to here on him. We're actually going to shrink this down a bit. Shift Z. We're actually going to thin it out a bit first. S, Z. Perfect, I think. That needs to be scaled a little on the Y. There we go. Looks good. Let's add a bevel modifier to this. Or actually, no, it doesn't need to be beveled quite like that. Give me a moment, I have to take care of my cat. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take care of my cat. Yeah, that should... Hold on, maybe just bring it out a little more? There we go. Okay, so now what we need to do is... Basically, we're focusing on the shit toilet. Which honestly is just how you describe any toilet, really. Except for a urinal, I guess. Okay. sides, view selected. There we go. Actually, no, because we're just going to duplicate that, extrude it, and then have it tilt a little bit. Two. Okay, bevel. Maybe like this. E to extrude it. And then S. There we go. That works. Works nicely, actually. No. Oh yeah, that is true. Okay, so there's a reason to actually select that. You know, Australia does seem nice this time of year. Also mainly because I have a friend of mine who keeps non-stop talking to me about how good Golden Gay Time is, and I would like to try that one day. Well, that's not what we want. Okay. Let's watch it to here. Wait, why am I doing that when I can just alt-click G, X. Alright, compared to his arm, that would work. Okay, yeah, because there's a pipe right there, so we kind of have to get that. So... Shift A, mesh. Well, actually, what we could do is do a curve here. Actually, no. We'll just go with what we know. 90. GX, bring that out to here. Delete faces. Bridge edge loops. Number of cuts. Okay. Oh, I see. Apply scale, tab, and then we can do bridge edge loops and then do number of cuts, right? There we go. Smoothness fixed. Just want to make it almost like it's a connecting part to it. There we go. Okay, we need another angle on what this toilet is supposed to look like in shape, actually. Perfect. Hey, Lilith. Oh, my cat came back. You're nice. However, Lilith, you are kind of getting in the way of me doing this. So what I did right there was I actually used the proportional editing tool of Blender to drag some of this stuff along with it. With proportional editing, the tool I selected and wherever that circle ends up around, follows it. Sorry. Oh, thanks for the like, whoever left that. Very kind of you. Liking isn't required, but it is appreciated. Okay, there we go. Shift A. We're gonna grab another cylinder. I realize I just make a lot of stuff out of cylinders usually, which isn't bad, necessarily. Actually, you know what? No, for this, what we should do, actually, is a circle here. There's a good reason for it. I'm not just doing that because. Shift A, mesh, circle. GZ. Honestly, yeah, it is around 3 tiles down, so 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of this, and then we'll use the mirror modifier to help with what we're doing here. So delete faces, delete vertices. We're going to generate ourselves a mirror modifier along the y-axis. That way, anything I move on here moves along with here. So GX. Well, not what I want to do. G. X. S, and then we're going to scale this down a bit. Hold on. Turn off proportional editing. S. Shift Z, just a little bit. Oh. All right, so let me see here real quick. G, Y. Okay, cool. Yeah, so another thing that you should always do, if you want these to connect and stay connected, enable clipping, because it as it mentions right there, prevents vertices from going through the mirror during transform. So if I go like this, it's not going to like push them out the other side, and vice versa. If I can't pull them apart. And also I have it on merge. GY. For a similar reason. However, merge is a bit different because it is actually, like, depending on how close things are, it's going to cause things to merge. See, so as we go up in the amount of meters that it is close to each other, it's going to cause things to merge. Which we don't need too close, it's just like, basically, the stuff here. Okay. So, now, what we're gonna do is... Let me look at my other reference real quick. Okay. We're gonna have to fill this, but that's fine. Apply the mirror. Wait, we have to get it out of edit mode, don't we? Yeah. Well, actually, I think what I can want to do here is just gonna work just fine anyways. Alright, it does work, cool. Alrighty. I think, honestly, here's where we're going to rest for the night. Or not rest, but I'm gonna work on this by myself. And I'm gonna end the stream here. We've been streaming for... a little, yeah, around 40 minutes, 49 minutes, over an hour. Here's a good time. Here's a good stopping place. So thank you, everyone who decided to come by and watch, including those who decided to be mean. If you liked the video, thank you. If you want to like the stream, go ahead and do so. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, remember, be good people.